Hi guys. Um, the living situation and being in this building, which is the I live in like a government funded or building where the or substitute the government substitute. So it's not my ideal place to live, but you know there's no shame in the game. So I'm not working, which is fine. It's by choice. Nobody's gonna, nobody's gonna make me work if I don't want to work. And but the building would have been fine if it had not been targeted in this building by people. And these people going around the clock to create as much racket and noise, like slamming doors. The guy upstairs is like literally slamming furniture on the ground, trying to annoy me because I'm creating prayers that work. I don't do witchcraft or rituals and BS. You know, I fight with the power of God. Because, I'm just creating sacred prayers and power prayers to assist me in a war, in this dark war, because the enemy is well funded. Is well funded, similar to the building I'm in. They are funded because these people are making pocket change. Who are targeting me? They are paying them to target me. In the U.S. and some of the targeting, these people getting like gift cards and stuff like that, and they do not know whatever they make is literally nothing. Literally nothing. It's not even worth mentioning. What it's a lot of money to them, but what they're doing is gonna come at a greater cost. They're gonna say, "We wish we had not done this." When you take it to God and you ask God to avenge on your behalf, or you're not forgiving their sin, the sin against you, they're gonna understand what that money is mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. Because if it's a lot of money, then your bank account would be, pretty much flowing with wealth. You didn't have to even work for a living, right? But it's not a lot of money, and trying to think it's like, well, oh, we're making money, we're making money, putting this target individual in his place. He deserves what's happening to him because obviously he broken the law. Obviously he broke the law to have all these people coming swinging at him. Manipulate. This is a game of manipulation. They can manipulate anybody to believe anything. They've been at this game of manipulation, and there are the seed of the adversary are seed of Satan. He's always been like that. He liked to manipulate. But the mistake they made is they killing my mom. They killed my aunt too, but I care, about my mom because she's the closest thing to me. She's a person that I love. I love her to pieces, and they know what they did was wrong. They cannot come out of it. They cannot really undo the wrongs they have done. The wrongs cannot be undone. You cannot bring my mom back from the dead. So, anyhow, to get back to these people, they can manipulate whoever they want. They enjoy manipulating people and painting a person to be something that they're not. And I posted a video yesterday telling you guys they label all the people who are free spirited or who do not really reform or conform to this system they have built. They can, basically you can see through their BS. Then they will label you as a terrorist. Did you know that? I did not know that. Anyhow, so they label you as a terrorist because you're not conforming. You are just, I don't believe what you're feeding me, you know what I mean? And they feed in humanity this BS. And when we're trying to wake up humanity, we're trying to wake up humanity to there's something happened here. I don't know what. She says you smashed something. You smashed something. This guy in the car. This woman. I don't know where did she run into. Or maybe something else. Anyhow. None of my business. Anyhow. They label us. They label anybody who does not believe their BS. They like to lie to people. They like to lie to people and to control people. But then if they cannot control you, they label you as a terrorist. Did you believe that shit? Excuse my French, guys. Why would that be a problem? I want to think what I want to think. I want to think what I want to think. What is it to you? I don't want to be conforming to this ideology that you have set in place because you think I'm hard to control. Then you target me. You target me because I choose not to conform. The horrible thing they've done to me. I mentioned earlier about stealing my intellectual properties and stealing my wealth. I would not have been living in this government building if I had that money, right? They stole from me, right? But when I understood this money gonna come out at cost for them to give it to me, they want something else in return. You understand? See how they hold something over your head? You understand? When I understood that, and I just said, no, I don't want it. Keep it, guys. Keep it. I'm happy to live in this government shitty building, being targeted, with people who think they are, God Almighty judging people, and do not care. A lot of them, they know the truth. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know. They ought to. How could you not know? How could you not know what you're doing is wrong? I know Canadians are a little gullible, but not like that gullible. Not to know what you're doing is wrong. They know, but some of them they're like, it's a paycheck, and stuff. So you cannot tell a person to stop working. God is not gonna tell you to stop attacking me because it goes against your free will. It goes against your free will. If he's telling you not you stop, that means he's commanding you to do something. That it goes against free will. You understand? So that's why God is letting you do it. But guess what? You're screwed. You are screwed big time because you're gonna find somebody like me who's unforgiving. This unforgiveness came from a place. It does not been. It's just not. I did not wake up one day and I said I want to forgive them. No, because the stuff they did to me and my family, I've listed it in a lot of my videos. I have over 1,400 videos. 1,400 videos. I've been talking about it. Talking about how they're targeting us. And they know they're doing it unjustly. They know. But they enjoy lying. They enjoy lying, and they've gone in too deep, too far to change. They cannot just change. They're not gonna just come and tell these people, oh, guess what? That person is no longer a targeted individual. Well, actually, we lied about everything. They're not gonna own that. It's probably gonna stop targeting you guys. And if they're gonna stop targeting you, you know what you're gonna say? They tell people, oh, leave him alone. Or they will go and remove the cameras from your premises, and they just do something like that. They'll never own up to it. They'll never say, we did that person wrong. I challenged them before. I said, go in a public, in a broadcast, TV, whatever, and tell people what you've done to people. They don't want to do that because a lot of big names on top, rulers of the earth, is going to be called out, and all these people label themselves are royals, judging someone who's actually a royal, not a made believe royal. You understand? That's a crazy thing I ever heard. Like hearing the dog meow.